Hey, I hope you're doing well. Quick question for you today. Is it a setback or is it an opportunity? And it might be both. And I think it's just worth just having the mindset that the possibility is there. So, experience from me just recently, actually just like an hour ago, we published this new match play video between myself and Topher. It's the most of the first set of the my first match back after tearing my rotator cuff 9 months ago. And so the motion that tore my rotator cuff is a one-handed backhand drive motion, external rotation with my shoulder, like really aggressively, incorrectly, or like poorly, not doing it well and efficiently, using my body well, which I'll get into in the future for sure. Tore my shoulder, and so every other motion in my game is back to feeling almost fully normal now. After 9 months of rehab, not going to talk about that today, but my serve has never been a problem since I tore it. It's not internal, it's external that tore it in the first place. So serve totally fine, forehand totally fine. Volleys took a little bit longer, but now totally fine. Backhand slice, totally fine. The motion that tore it was a specific one, my backhand drive. And so I'm not doing it yet because I want to play it really safe and make sure that I can push myself and get out there and at least hit and compete and get some rhythm and timing again without that motion that I was previously working really hard at. So on one hand, it could be really easy for me to be like, this is terrible. Like, this is the motion I put like a year and a half of effort into to try to fix my one-handed backhand. It ended up being the thing that actually tore my shoulder, and not like it took me out of play for 9 months. And so coming back to play Topher, this is a choice I made, like not with a full toolkit, because I just want to at least create some foundational, like baseline comfort and rhythm and timing. So I could take the perspective that woe is me. I don't have all my tools like in my toolbox. I have to keep taking a break from my backhand, which I worked so hard at. Or what I could do is view it as an opportunity. This is an opportunity for me to actually polish up my backhand slice, which was always just kind of my fallback shot. It was just kind of like it was a shot I could always rely on. It was probably one of my safest, most consistent shots. And ironically, in this match against Topher, I won't like give away any of it, like big picture. But ironically, in this match against Topher, I really struggled with my backhand slice because all of my attention and all of my energy had gone towards trying to fix like the drive, and so I hadn't hit the slice. And then after 9 months away from match play, and then coming back and playing my first match, all of a sudden it was like, man, I just couldn't get comfortable with it, and I was making a lot of errors. Whereas previously, it would just be like the go-to like steady shot. It was like a shield. Whereas like a lot of times players will have like the forehand is their sword where they attack, and the backhand is like the shield. It was a okay like shield shot. At least I knew it was going to go in play. So what better opportunity when like comfort, like physically, and like being responsible for my body and not wanting to re-injure myself and wanting to give myself a lot of time, a lot of space to let it really truly 100% recover. This is a great opportunity for me to just find that comfort again and that reliability in my backhand slice. We're always going to have setbacks. That's just part of life, and especially part of sports, and especially as we get older, there's going to be setbacks, especially physically and like in terms of injury and like how hard you can push yourself, and scheduling your game around the rest of your life with like your career, your family, and other hobbies, and so on and so forth. So I would encourage you just in general, when one door, closes, a really old, cliche, when one door like closes, another one opens. I feel like I'm kind of put in a position right now to be forced to put my drive on the back burner, but another door has opened. Now I have the space and the time to just get comfortable again with my backhand slice, which in the past has been old faithful, and man, it really wasn't in this match against Topher. And so if I went right back to working on my drive, I don't think I'd be comfortable with either one. And I don't think I'd be really, competitive like at all, even at my own level, much less somebody stronger than me. So I'm going to take this opportunity And it is. It's an opportunity to really shore up and really solidify my backhand slice. And then a couple months from now, when that feels really like familiar again and like reliable and consistent, I will go back and work on the drive. And I think it's critical to have this kind of mindset. Otherwise, it's so easy to get frustrated. It's so easy to feel like, man, it's just setback after setback after setback. When instead, the reality is there are other opportunities on the table if you're open-minded enough to just kind of take them at face value. So that's my mindset here. I really encourage you to watch the match. It was a lot of fun for me just to be out there and compete again. I really missed that a lot, and I'll be doing more of it. And so you can see how I'm kind of dealing with having a little bit of a limitation. Also, just trying to be careful and not hurt myself again my first time back. So go check out the match. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this gave you a little something to think about and gave you a little bit of perspective. Thanks so much. I hope you're doing well. Keep up the good work on your game.